It's so inspiring to reflect how these sacred spiritual holidays that are traditionally celebrated throughout the year, these remind us of a very important, a very great truth. And that is this: even though, as we know, the spiritual path depends on our own efforts to change, our own efforts to align our consciousness with the divine, still, our own imperfect efforts, these are constantly supported by the freely given grace of God. That's the message of these holidays, these sacred observances, because surely the greatest way in which that grace manifests to humanity is in the divine incarnations, through which that infinite cosmic Lord of all creation descends from time to time in a personal form upon this earth. Jesus Christ, Bhagavan Krishna, the other great masters who guard and guide the spiritual destiny of our world, such are the divine ones who incarnate when there's a real need, when there's a great need among God's children for a special dispensation, you might say, and a special outpouring of light and uplifting spiritual consciousness. We need that so that it can infuse our hearts and our minds with new courage, with new strength that we need to overcome the influence of ignorance, of evil, of delusion. So these are the saviors and redeemers of mankind, and their help and their loving aid is especially felt, it's especially accessible to all of us during these spiritually auspicious times of the year, such as Christmas or Easter or Krishna Janmashtami, same as on the birth and Mahasamadhi anniversaries of all the avatars and illumined saints. So today, for all who are still feeling or are feeling distressed and worried by the problems and the challenges that this year has brought, which are still very much with us, let's take the opportunity today, right now, to step back, to get a broader, a more comforting perspective. Right now, in this gathering, consciously step back from the troubles of the world and change your consciousness. Change your consciousness. Remember those beautiful words of Jesus Christ. He knew, and the world has always gone through different troubles, different crises. It just repeats in cycle after cycle. So Jesus said, "In the world you shall have tribulations, but be of good cheer. Be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world." And as we know, Christmas is all about those tidings of comfort and joy. So in that spirit, let's immerse ourselves again in that outpouring of divine grace, of divine love, of divine help and courage that flows to us from the higher realms during this holy season.